Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Cutter's Corner. Today it's going to be part 2 of our Wickett Craig breakdown. Alright, so this here, Mojave?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, this is our last full side of it.
So we had a request to show off some Mojave. Thankfully we had a whole side left.
Yeah. Flip it this way. It's Mojave. It's, at first it kind of looks a lot like most of our other Wickett and Craig leathers. It looks a lot like Double Stuffed Natural. It looks a lot like tobacco or sienna or anything like that.
Kind of
burnt orange.
It has a hint of, I don't want to say, wait, I'm going to say kind of maybe even tan when it's just like sitting there.
Even like yeah, it's kind of like Dijon mustard color. Like,
Yeah.
super,
But the pull-up is where
but
it's
the
at.
pull-up gets very, very bright. Let's see if I can. It's very, very bright. It's very much just kind of like a sandy yellow color, which is hence the name, the Mojave.
I would say it's like the only one out of our heritage line that we have that's yellow.
Yeah, I would say this is, yeah, that is only one that is considered a yellow leather.
Yeah. So yeah,
As yellow is. Can get
darker resting tone, and then obviously brighter yellow pull-up. Very nice color. Spring, summer.
This one does rate pretty high on my Wickett and Craig list, as far as like what I want to work with, and color wise. I like the drastic color changes, so
Yeah,
that's why.
definitely different from the batch for sure that we have.
Yeah, we've had some. The very first batch that we got in was very, very yellow.
Yes.
That we looked at, and then it all kind of just got darker as it.
Yeah.
sat.
I mean, just in color in general, it's like unique yellow.
Yeah.
I don't really get this that often.
Yeah, very good patina leather.
Oh yes, for sure, definitely. So right here is another requested leather for us to show off. This is our double stuffed tobacco. It actually grew in popularity.
Yeah.
Yeah. From what I know.
We have quite a bit of it still. Been waiting to cut through it all, but we ordered this to how many orders we actually have for it. So
Yeah.
any of these leathers, you get to see a little bit in the camera probably. There is a line that shows two different tones throughout this. We have one of the challenges of Wickett and Craig leathers is that this is a common occurrence to where you have a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, and then sometimes even just like racing stripes. You get a few of them. The pull-up should probably go over here. This is in the belly, but pull-up is nice and drastic. Big color change. Popular leather because of this option, because of that.
It does show, let's say, color tone kind of with, again, Latigo tan. Or
Yeah,
not
we have a
natural,
lot of orangish brown leathers, so they all kind of look the same after a little while, in my opinion.
But on the pull-up, yeah, that's where it definitely.
Yeah, less
looks
yellow, more
different.
orange.
Yeah.
Very bright. People love it, and I see why. This ranks higher for me than Mojave.
Oh yeah, I like working with tobacco.
We get a lot. My big complaint about tobacco leather is that we get a lot of color change from batch to batch, and it's so hard to have like finish half of a boot. You have no more on the side. You got to grab another side, and you got to grab another side, and another trying to match tone.
Yeah.
And just hope that it all works out in the end.
Well, with Wickett and Craig in general, I believe because it's a natural tanning process, you kind of get a little bit, difference with every batch. No two batches are gonna be ever the same. So, and here it's like almost no two rolls are gonna be the same. So
yeah, definitely.
Talk about getting a unique pair of boots, We also seen that people wanted us to show off some purple colors if we have any.
Yeah.
So we do have a few sides of leather that's samples, but we could definitely give you an idea what a double stuffed
purple leather would be.
we have a raspberry, we also have a violet, but unfortunately we used up the actual double stuff violet for our sample boots. We do, however, have a milled violet, which is close in pull-up color. We'll give you a general idea what.
I believe it was featured on Boots on the Line video once with Schuyler. He was looking at the violet milled something.
Yeah. Okay, so my apologies. They're both milled, double stuffed. But however,
is it not over there?
I'm
gonna go check that shelf.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, couldn't find any double stuffed, but we have double stuffed milled. As far as pull up and color, it should give you an idea what a purple finished veg tan double stuff look like. So right here we have our raspberry. It's one brighter, definitely, of the two.
Definitely purple.
Yeah.
Very brightly purple.
So this is kind of like what most rough outs on it look like. They're just stained, but it's just kind of cool to see colors go from darker to lighter and just like spread out.
Yeah. We've had a lot of, a few customers reach out about having a rough out Wickett Craig, which is a lot of fun.
So yeah, with these colors, like when it's rest, it's like darker, just like with everything else. But then you get that nice pull up. So this is a brighter purple raspberry color. Oh,
there you go. And looking at this, I didn't get a chance to look at it when we first got it, other than the outside, and I was like, gross. Looking at it now, I do like it a lot better than our English bridal milled. English bridal milled was a disaster to work with, but this looks a lot like finished and like less flaws. It gives it a lot of good character too. Yeah, it's got a lot of like good weight, and this is like 7 ounces. It's pretty dense.
I think that might be it too. We could probably just add a little bit more weight to it. So right here,
maybe move it.
Yeah. We have violet milled. So on the rough out, you can see kind of the color here, which the grain side is finished with. So.
Almost black.
Yeah, it's
so
super
hard.
dark.
It's like the darkest purple.
But I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but it's like this dark purple, like darker, like than burgundy or anything we have. But it's like specific and purple color.
Yeah, it's even darker than burgundy. Burgundy's got a little red.
I'm gonna hold it up closer to the camera. Do it a little bit more justice.
A bit more color. Very dark, like grape Jolly Rancher dark.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
A lot of the same character as the other one that you can see. It's just harder to see because of how dark it is.
What's that color called? Back in the 90s, they had this techno violet color or something like that.
Techno violet.
I think they even had a specific M3 BMW colored, and I might be butchering the name or misremembering it, but it was that specific, like this violet color. It was so cool. Ultraviolet? No, that's a movie. Techno violet, probably for sure. Wow, this slate looks.
Double stuffed slate. Very dark. This batch has been specifically very dark at the beginning until you get the pull up on the camera. This is what I wanted Steel Predator to be. I wanted Steel Predator, my boots, to be very dark to a very light pull up, and then to eventually darken over time. And I just kind of got like a neutral tone, neutral gray tone, and now they're getting darker and a bit more brown. These, from what I've seen of double stuffed leathers, a lot of them patina brown because it's a brown natural, being a natural base. They kind of all turn brown eventually with the other base tones, but slate is a fun leather to work with. It hides a lot of the scars because of how dark it is, and it can also really show the scars when the boot is stretched over the last. Really show the scars. I think they look great.
Yeah, I would say if you're a fan of some like gray color, this would definitely be up your alley. Got the darker and the lighter tones, and it's going to patina really well. And
yeah,
especially this, like you said, this patch in particular was pretty nice.
So this is our double stuffed olive. Let's flip it over. And these, we have 2 full sides left right now. I'm not a salesman or anything like that, but there's a reason why we have 2 full sides is because of how crazy the character got on this, to where it was near impossible to get a clean boot.
Talk about a free range
Free range program, free range side. It is a wonderful green, dark olive, foresty color. Trying to get more of that color to show, so that you guys can all see it.
We could flip over in the back. It kind of pops here a little bit nicer.
Yeah, we could spin it around. And you can even see some of the character we had to avoid. So you see a whole big cluster of scars throughout here. This is why the side is still sitting untouched, because of how many scars it actually has throughout it. Not to mention scars, but also small little breaks as well. I think it's just a bad bad batch of sides from the butchers. If the sides are bad from the butchers, then there's not much that anybody can do about it. So that is the joy of working with a biological material, though.
I mean, this would definitely be a boot for a specific customer.
Absolutely, yeah. They can. It's high in character. I know that the high character boots tend to end up ranking really high on Butchino Thunderdomes and things like that. That's how Lucas won. He actually cut his backwards. It was crazy.
There's also a lot of stretch marks and fat wrinkles in here too, so that's that kind of the frosting on the top.
One of the higher leathers, in my opinion, on the higher tier. When we get a good batch of leather, when we get a good batch of leather sides, the color is always great. So it makes it pretty easy to work with when the leather's good.
So this is our double stuffed navy. So this is like a darker blue. So I think we were over cobalt prior. But this is, as you can see, it's basically almost like black. Yeah. It's just sitting here at rest. But once you get the pull up, you get that nice navy color.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna pick it up.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
it's so dark. It is a very, very dark blue. Think like the skin of a blueberry.
Oh yeah.
Like really dark. Not my favorite to work with because of how dark it is, which is funny because slate, I like it because it's dark. But the scars and breaks and everything in these hide really, really well. So it just makes it a little more difficult. You have to spread things out a little bit further away to dodge what you don't want to put in a customer's boots. But yeah, pretty low on my tier. I'm not a big blue color. I think somebody commented on our first part 1 about how they really wanted to see. I really liked Walnut, saying that it was underrated. So now you get to see it. Here is the Walnut. Is another one that's hard to pick up on camera because of being so dark brown. But
yeah,
I'm trying my best. It is very much like walnut, like a walnut shell after it's been roasted and stuff.
Man, it blends in so well. Dark and
Yep. And my experience with walnut has been pretty good. So I do enjoy working with it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you just get dark brown and light brown as far as color goes.
I was kind of hoping for a stain here on the rough outside, maybe to kind of show them an idea what it would look like, but not on this one.
Yeah. Higher on my tier list than most of our other leathers, just because it's always been pretty well tanned with walnut. I do enjoy it. And that person, whoever, I can't remember the name, but they did comment and I agree. Its pull up is underrated. You get to see a lot of.
Yeah.
And then as it lasts, it gets much brighter, and it kind of even stays bright for quite a while before it back down.
Thank you everyone for joining us on this a new episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We do appreciate all your comments, all your feedback. We do go over them.
Yeah. Honestly, some of the nicest comments that I've seen on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
So I enjoy it.
All right, see you in the next one.
Bye.